Hello, Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity, and today we're going to talk about whether it was worth it to spend all that extra money for that golf course lot. It's desirable. People, I don't know why people are okay with being close enough to having golf balls bounced in their yard at projectile, brain damaging speeds, but there's a premium to be paid for that. The problem is that this can definitely have effects on health. While there may be some mental effects of positive mental effects of being on, green spaces are known to be better for the brain and possibly even for the heart, but there's some downsides. Before I go into that though, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel. That being said, we have known for a long time that pesticide use has been linked to neurodegenerative disorders, specifically Parkinson's. And like paraquat was one of the first ones that was identified. Like forever we've known that. So what happens on, and I said pesticides, I meant herbicides. So what happens on golf courses? They spray a ton of chemicals to keep it looking that good. And that means that if you happen to live on the golf course, or even turns out near the golf course, your risk of developing Parkinson's is astronomically high. So in this particular study, this was done at the Barrows Neurologic Institute in Phoenix, looking at Minnesota golf courses. And so they looked at risk of Parkinson's for those people that happen to live nearby. And what they found, that if you lived within a mile of the golf course, like that's a huge distance, you were 226% more likely to be diagnosed with Parkinson's. Like that's huge, because neurodegenerative disorders are actually, unfortunately, a little bit too common. And so having an increased risk of something that's a little bit more common is not good. However, even if you lived in the water service area, so maybe whatever these areas drain, these golf courses drain out into, if you're still in that area, there was a 96% increased risk. So, so what do we do if we happen to already have spent a lot of extra money in that golf course lot? There's a couple things. First of all, absolutely get an RO filter. Don't drink any water that's coming out of the tap. And make sure that an RO filter is a really simple approach to making sure you're getting all of that out of the water supply. And then ask the golf course when they do their spray days, and make sure you're, wearing a hermetically sealed, toxicology suit, or just not be home, and so that you're not being affected by the aerosol nature of that. And of course, lifestyle, exercise, diet all plays a role in risk of developing Parkinson's. So if you've got poor mitochondrial function and your lifestyle is crap, and you live on a golf course, and you're drinking water, either, God forbid, bottled water or out of the tap, we've got some serious issues we need to look at correcting them. So, as always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody you think needs the information or happens to live by a golf course, and subscribe to the channel.